This is Ring the Damn Bell, your weekly shot of Sixers news, stories, and heartbreak. Let's go trust the neighbors.
Welcome to Ring the Damn Bell. It is now week 12, and we have had a interesting week, a good week, some good, some bad. Ups
Another
and downs.
roller coaster ride.
Another roller coaster ride. By the way, I'm John.
I'm Sanoj.
And we are Ring the Damn Bell. We should be everyone's favorite number one place to get Sixers news every week because they should.
Well, let me tell you this.
Yeah.
I've been talking trash about Embiid all season up until recently. We even gave him his flowers, sending him off, saying thank you for everything. Time to move on. What's he doing now?
He's killing it.
He's killing it. What do we keep saying? Whatever I say, the opposite happens. I'm the number one cheerleader for the Sixers.
I'm going to go back and play some clips about how I said in the beginning, if we can get healthy, and man, I'll tell you what.
I told Mr. Embiid to prove me wrong. He heard it.
Well, we also said that you're probably the reason why we're playing so well.
I think so.
I think Paul George called you out in the locker room that one time too.
He called, yeah. I'm motivating these guys. Like, I'll take it. I think that's worth his subscriptions.
I think it is. And I think you should. Again, guys, we really need everybody to like and subscribe to our channel because, like I said, we're a new podcast, but we're here to have fun. We're here to bring you information, bring you news and opinions from a fan.
That's all you. I'm here to motivate. I'm here to motivate our guys.
See, Sanoj's here to motivate. I'm just here to have fun. But anyway, hey, so what are we going to talk about? Let's talk about the road trip.
Let's talk about
it. We're back home now, coming up next week. But we had a nice little road trip. We were in Orlando Friday, and Sanoj, I was in Orlando at the game with my wife Barbara on Friday.
Where are you?
At the Kia Center. Had some great seats. We're about 6 or 7 rows behind the Sixers bench, and I was sitting right in front of Andre Drummond's mom, grandmom, daughter, and sister.
Okay,
and had a chance to talk to him. We were directly in front of him, so we saw Andre looking up and talking to them. And Barbara said, "Hey, that's Andre's mom." So I got talking to Mama. She said, "I'm Mama," and we talked to Grandma. We told how much we love Andre, and I asked her. I said, "Who taught him to all of a sudden shoot threes?"
Yeah.
And she said, "Well, no coach ever let him until now. Nick's letting him do it." But yeah, so it was a fun game. But let's talk about the game. So we won the game in Orlando, 103-91.
It was a solid win.
Solid win, but man, I'll tell you, I was texting you during the game too. I've never seen such horrible shooting by both teams at the beginning of the. I think at one point we were 0-13 from 3. This came out stone cold.
It was one of those games where I just felt like we were going to win it. I just had that weird energy. They're not going to lose this game.
I did too, and I even said I think we were either down by 2. I think we were down by 2 at halftime, and Maxey, Joel, and PG had great, Maxey had 29, Joel had 22, PG had 18. So
up until recently, I couldn't say, I just said I had a weird feeling they're going to win no matter what, even when they're 0-13 and they're missing all those shots. I keep saying this, when you have the talent of Embiid, Paul George, VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, those guys on the floor, you have a chance to win every night. I'm finally feeling like that's true.
Well, it is, we'll talk about Joel in a minute, but yeah, I think you're right. And they're starting to gain some continuity. Ball movement's good. I think they're learning how to play with each other, right? They haven't had a lot of time on court together, and that's starting to grow. They started out 0-4, but now it's coming up. I said to Mama Drummond, actually said to Grandma Drummond, as I was walking up to the concourse at halftime, I said, "We're going to win this game." Now, Sanoj, you know me. How positive am I all the time? But you did have that feeling.
I doubt you're going to tell Grandma Drummond we're going to lose and your son sucks. I highly doubt you're going to say that.
But I really felt that way. I felt like I was very confident we were going to win that game, and then kind of won it going away.
Did you ask Grandma? Is he going to be here after the trade deadline?
I did not. I should have, but he's a name that keeps getting thrown around. But great win in Orlando. I did not like the Kia Center.
Why is that?
Well, a couple of reasons. One, there are PAs. You couldn't hear what any of the announcements. You know how we have the in-arena hosts at the Xfinity at XMA. The in-arena hosts were I guess they were good. You couldn't understand them. You couldn't understand the announcer. You couldn't. And their mascot. What the hell is that? I mean,
it's a dragon.
Some kind of magic dragon with shit.
Aaron Gordon dunked over him. Who cares? Just because you mentioned that, you have to give a shout out to the Philadelphia 76ers DJ at the game, DJ Ghost.
DJ Ghost. Yeah.
He plays the best games. And I heard he's one of the best in the league.
He is. He's at the practices too.
Yeah.
Nick has him at the practices playing the same, the same stuff. So for continuity reasons. And DJ Ghost. We used to sit our seats a couple of years ago. You remember? We were in the Centennial section. We were right next to DJ Ghost.
We could reach out and touch him. I would yell songs to him to play.
I would talk to him.
He always played some Mobb Deep, some Wu-Tang. He played a lot of that 90s good hip hop.
Cool guy. Yeah. But anyway, so then let's talk about the overtime loss, which was just heartbreaking. We had no Joel, no PG. I think I told you, we took a 9-point lead in the third quarter. And we had, we have 5 or 6 stops in a row.
We've been better in the third quarter. So Nick Nurse wanted to show us up and make us do dirty in the fourth. I don't. Yeah. What was that? We were up by 4 with minutes left.
But talk about that. But what I said, we had such a chance to blow that game open, and we came down so many hollow possessions. Ball movement stopped. But we were settling for contested threes. Ball movement stopped. It was just terrible. I said we had, must have been 4 or 5 possessions where we got stopped and we came down. And it wasn't like we had good possessions. They were just contested three, just horrible possessions. And I said to myself, we're going to lose this game. Now, you never heard me say that during the game, have you? I said,
no, not you.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Positivity over here.
But, so we get blown open. Then in the fourth quarter, obviously, we played a shitty fourth quarter. But then, Maxey hits a 3 with 19 seconds left, puts them up by 4.
Yep.
You should win now. You should win that game, right?
You would think you would win at that point, but Nick Nurse had other plans.
Yeah. But then they inbound the ball with 13 seconds left, up by 4, 107-103. Emmanuel Quickly hits a corner 2. He had his foot on the line, hit a corner 2. Emmanuel Quickly, well, that was Maxey's teammate in Kentucky, right? I mean,
I don't know.
That would be
a college, but
he drive. I hate that I hate his little jump shot. He never misses, but he got the little push jump shot. But I remember I was at the Toronto game in Philly, and man, Quickly just killed us. But then again, 5.5 seconds left. We're up by 2. And then they inbound the ball into the basket, and then they hit a tying basket with 1.9 seconds left. And then we throw a desperation 3-court shot, and we go into overtime. But then we had a chance to win it in overtime again. And
do you see a recurring theme in this game here?
Yeah, it was just a frustrating game. It was just one of those things that I think we tried to lose that game at every, so many opportunities to win that game. And I go back and I look at this stretch we're in where we lost that overtime game versus Toronto, and then we lost that game to Brooklyn, a completely depleted Brooklyn team. We should have about an 8-game winning streak right now.
In this loss against Toronto, we didn't have Embiid, we didn't have Paul George, but we should be winning these games, especially when you're up by 4 with seconds left. This is
exactly ridiculous. Yeah.
This comes back to me. Keep saying, do they have an identity?
That's our mascot.
That's the other villain.
That's our mascot, KC. Yeah. So but anyway, let's talk. We didn't have without Joel and PG. Now let's talk about last night's game. Man, I'll tell you what, we came out completely on fire. And
I've never seen them shoot like that in a long time.
No,
they couldn't miss.
I remember being at a game against the Celtics at Wells Fargo a couple of years ago, and Boston had a game like that where they couldn't miss. We lost by 50. And
I remember that game.
Isn't it crazy how sometimes it's contagious, right? You team shooting well, it's contagious. Team shooting poor, you try to press, and man, it was just horrible. Like I said, the shooting against Orlando, I've never seen it that bad. You roll the clock forward 2 games and you haven't seen it that good. It's like just it is a roller coaster, but they are on a nice little stretch right now. So let's talk about Joel. So we talk about Joel. We gave him his flowers. Is he really back? Is Joel Embiid back now?
It's really hard to say if he's back or not because we've all been burned before. Like the Philadelphia animosity in me goes up and down, up and down. Like every time you think, okay, we turned the corner, there's a setback. So I'm at that space right now. Well, we have to just enjoy it. Let's enjoy while we got the big man and he's tearing it up again. He's like a little behind Maxey in the points right now, but he's just he had another nice dunk against the Raptors.
Yeah, he did.
He just toured in there. He's feeling good again. He's bouncing around. It's so good to see.
He's taking the ball to the basket. He's not just standing around the perimeter banging threes. He's taking the ball to the hole, and I love it. And when he plays bully ball and he backs somebody down, it's really, really tough to stop.
He's one of the best at it. He really is. In these last few years, he is probably one of the best big men to ever play the game. I'm gonna put that out there. Like, if you actually all the stats over his career, he is one of the best big men to ever play the game.
One of the differences this year too is when he's backing somebody down, you can't just double and triple him all the time. There's too many weapons. You got PG, you got Tyrese, you got VJ.
Not only that, he is the king of drawing fouls. He knows how to get his arms caught underneath them as he's pulling up to get that foul. He is so. We said this before. He's very savvy.
He really is. He does that. He does that pull through and gets a foul almost every time, and they really are fouls. It's like people say people really do foul him.
Well, what's the second part of that? He hits his foul shots.
He can shoot free throws. Yeah,
he's getting himself to the line, and then he hits those shots too, which is key. I mean, not too many big men can do that.
Yep. So the big three are cooking. So you look last couple of games. Maxey versus
you count Paul George as cooking?
Well, Paul George is playing. Look, everybody can't.
VJ Edgecombe is the rookie scoring more than him.
Well, but I'll tell you what. Okay, I give you that. But Paul George has hit some clutch shots. He's playing great defense. He's a presence. He's a 9-time All-Star. He's a presence out on the floor. He's got history, so he garners respect.
I'll give him on his defense and some clutch shots and all of that stuff. But big three and $50+ million. That's what I keep getting hung up on.
Well, you have multiple weapons now.
If we don't do it this year, is it next year? One more year, everyone's a year older.
Well, it's the big three.
Paul George is up there in age.
It's the big three. We're the big four. It's the big four now with VJ. So
love VJ.
Look, I like where things are going. I look at the injury report for tomorrow's game. Nobody's on it. Nobody's on the injury report.
And we're going to need that again. Even though the Cavaliers are 7th in the East, they're still a strong team.
Hey, when Spida comes in and you got Jared Allen, even though Jared Allen,
Donovan Mitchell, he's a Sixer killer.
Donovan, yeah, he is. And Darius Garland always hurts us. Jared Allen's tough. Mobley's tough. They're all playing tomorrow night. They're all in.
It's gonna be a tough game.
But anyway, it'll be a tough game. Cleveland's a good team. Look what they did last year.
And then we play them again after that game.
We play them again on Friday, which we have
twice. Then we play the Cavs twice. I don't know.
It's a weird schedule, isn't it? It's very weird. I don't
like that schedule.
Yeah, we're going to be at the game Friday night, so I'll be there taking care of business. Like if I need to suit up, I will. But anyway,
thank you for your service.
Yeah. So we'll see. The big three, is it the big three or the big four? Look, right now things look really good. Like, it's all about staying healthy right now.
It's definitely the big four because VJ as a rookie is hitting some game-winning clutch shots.
Yeah.
Without him, they wouldn't have. So they're 22 and 16 right now, I believe.
They are 22 and 16, 5th in the East.
And and few of those wins are due to him.
They definitely are. I mean, he almost saved the day in overtime the other night where they were down by 3 in overtime, 112-115 with a few seconds left. He hit a 3 to tie it. And then
who was it against? Who did they play before the Raptors? It was
the Magic.
The Magic against the Magic. Yeah. I believe someone fouled Embiid. Embiid went down, and the ball bounced up. One of the Magic players.
Oh yeah.
Bounced the ball back on top of Embiid. VJ came out of nowhere and shoved that dude back.
Yeah.
A rookie is standing up for his big man. I mean, they love this kid and he loves his team. It's so good to see.
Hey, everybody says that this kid's well beyond his years, right? In every aspect of the game, in life. I mean, the guy's well-spoken young kid, and just love the guy.
Me and VJ, the motivator and the generator.
There you go. You motivate, he generates.
As we both do. We watch a lot of different basketball podcasts and articles and interviews. If VJ's name comes up, not one person can say one bad thing about him. It's just glowing remarks. And yes, everyone on camera, they always see something like, but this is some genuine comments about this kid. How, like you just said, years beyond than what a rookie.
That's our backcourt. Tyrese and VJ, both same mold, right? Just
talk about getting lucky.
Just good human beings and great work ethic, and it's just phenomenal to have. But hey, I got one trade thing as a trade deadline is coming up.
Let's hear it.
And every year, the Maury effect, we tend to, do we shed salary to keep under the luxury tax, whatever. So I don't know if that's going to happen.
That's his MO.
That's his MO. Right?
The previous 2 seasons, he skirted and got underneath the luxury tax. This will be the 3rd year where he's looking to do that.
Yeah, he might do that. But no, I don't know. Anyway, there's one move out there that I heard that I would love to see happen, and I don't know if the Pacers would do it, but there's talk about getting Jay Huff, maybe trading Andre Drummond for Jay Huff and maybe a couple picks, and because the salaries kind of work out. Actually, Huff has a favorable salary position to Andre, so that would work in Philly's favor. But I would love to see. I think
Jay Huff is 2nd in the league in blocks.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure why either team would do that. It maybe would benefit the Sixers a little bit, but I don't know why the Pacers would do it unless the Sixers sweeten the deal.
They would have to sweeten the deal. I don't think there's a lot in it for Indiana unless the Sixers do sweeten the deal. I think it's an upgrade. I think it's I love Andre Drummond.
I don't know about a significant upgrade. It is an upgrade in the sense that, yes, Drummond will get you some blocks. He'll get you some rebounds, but he's just horrible with the ball. He can't score for nothing unless he's right into the basket. He has hands. Yes, he hit some threes and all that good stuff, but overall, he's deteriorating slowly right in front of our eyes.
Well, and that's where I think Huff has an advantage. Huff can score. Huff can shoot. He can protect the rim. He's younger.
I also think he got the green light in a very decimated Indiana team. He's going to do a little more out there because they're not. Yes, they won 3 in a row recently, but before that, they were bottom of the league.
Well, we'll see. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Philly's going to stay put. I think they feel like they got some.
They are going to shed some salary.
They might.
That is Daryl Morey's MO. And one of the reasons he wants to do this is because when it comes to luxury tax, the more years you skip not paying the luxury tax, better for the team. Now you have
that's correct.
Embiid, Paul George, and these other players. They're going to be, as each year goes, to make a little more money. Yeah. And now your salary cap tightens up, so you do have to keep it open.
It does affect you. Yeah.
I hope Kelly Oubre doesn't get caught up in that, but there's a possibility.
Kelly Oubre is going to start, again, he needs a couple games to come back and become Kelly Oubre again. And you're starting to see signs of that. But I agree. I would love to see them remain intact the rest of the season. I think they have enough talent. If they stay healthy, continue to build this continuity, get that game conditioning together, the East is wide open.
If they stay healthy,
it's a big
the East is open.
The East is wide open, because I don't think anybody, Detroit is beatable. Boston is very beatable. New York, well, we beat them too. Again, a few weeks ago we were saying, have we beaten a good team? Well, we've beaten a lot of good teams now, a number of good teams, and now we got a good test coming up this week with the Suns and
Cavaliers
the Rockets.
Twice. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm really looking. Even though Rockets have been not doing too well lately, I'm really looking forward to that game.
They're a young team. They're dynamic. They're fast. They get out and push the ball in transition.
Well, young. Their leader is Kevin Durant, but yes, rest of the team.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but we're young too, but we have Joel Embiid
and Paul George.
So yeah. But anyway, so we'll see. I think the Pacers game, you can't look past them. Even though they're 9.
I'm going to. Though.
Well, they're 9-31, but you can't. The Pacers. I remember. Well,
Jay Huff is not going to win them against us. Come on.
No, yeah. I hope not. So we'll see what happens. The Pacers just took down Boston by 2. They didn't have Jaylen Brown, so they were kind of. I guess he had some back spasms and was a late scratch, but they did beat Boston, which is a nice win for Indiana. And we'll see what happens with the Suns. Suns are 24-15, 6th in the West, and then the Rockets are just right behind them. 7th.
You can never sleep on Devin Booker.
You can't sleep on them guys. No, Devin Booker and Houston's always got they're an up and coming team. I think they're going to be around for a while. But hey, I got a trivia question for you, Sanoj.
Let's hear it.
So, what team There's 4 teams right now that are tied for the longest winning streak in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Can you name one of those teams?
One?
Yeah.
The Timberwolves have been winning lately. The Suns have been winning lately. I just said Pacers won 3 in a row.
There you go. But
is the Suns one of them?
The Suns, the Hawks, the Thunder have won.
Hawks,
but
okay.
I guess the point is the longest winning streak in the NBA right now is 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
And, you're in that mid-season grind right now, right? Before the All-Star break. And you're, it's tough. It just goes to show you, look how the Thunder started out. They were like, 24-1 or something. I mean, yeah. It's tough to win in this league. And
hey, you're the one that said they could match the Warriors and beat the Warriors franchise league breaking records and I said that's not going to happen. Let's pump the brakes here.
You're the one that said Embiid was done.
Hey, I said I will do whatever I can to motivate the guy. I said prove me wrong, and he did. Yeah, well, he did for now.
He did. But anyway, so I think that may be all we have for this week. I'm looking forward to this week coming up. Again, I looking forward to going to the game Friday night. We're not going tomorrow night. We will go Friday night and seeing how we do against a decent, a solid Cleveland team. And that'll be a good test for us. So we got a good test of games. Nice little homestand coming up. Let's see how things go. But before we go, Sanoj, there's something we have to ask everybody who watches our videos and listens to our podcast. And what is that, Sanoj? Because I know if people don't hit that like and they don't hit that subscribe button and like us, you get really disappointed and you get depressed.
I do just get disappointed, but we should also mention that we're hoping to be back in the studio next week.
We will. I know we're in this remote.
A few things has going on. We had to do it virtually a couple times, but we're hoping to get back in the studio.
Yeah. I mean, virtual is fine, but we love being in the studio with the producer. The producer did some setup for us here tonight, but we're kind of soloing here without Alyssa tonight. So we'll see how things go.
Subscribe. Yeah. They're being difficult. Always they're being difficult. These guys over here.
You have to like and subscribe. I'm talking to you. Yeah. We need your help. But also have some things coming up. I think we have some guests that I'm working on that I think are going to be interesting guests for us that we're going to.
You're getting a beat.
I was going to get Tyrese. I was going to get all 4 of them. I was getting all 4 of them.
Why not?
Tyrese, PG, and VJ and Joel. Why not? Why not have them all? I should have asked Mama Drummond if she wanted to come on.
Yeah, that would have been a good one.
That would have been a good get.
How much you had to feed him? Imagine that.
There were some nice moments there. Andre's daughter was at the game, and he had her down on court with him in the beginning of the game and stuff like that. Looks like a pretty good dad. So cute kid, very cute kid.
Everything I've seen with Andre Drummond through the years, he's always seemed like a real solid guy.
Yeah, good human. So we got a number of them on our team. But anyway, anything else from you, Sanoj?
Nada for me.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate everybody who watches, but there's a lot of people. We have a lot of views, and people are watching and not subscribing. So if you can, it doesn't cost a dime. It doesn't cost anything. Just hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. Help us grow. We're very new, but we want to grow and become the best podcast out there. So, all right, anybody. Well, look. Sanoj, thanks for all you do. Hope things get a little less hectic for you. I know you got a lot of hectic things going on in your life right now.
It's been a busy time.
Work is busy, and hopefully we get a couple wins here this week for the Sixers. So,
we split with the Raptors. We're not going to split with the Cavs. We're taking both.
No, we're going to take them both down and get a nice long win streak going. But anyway, for Ring the Damn Bell, I am John.
I'm Sanoj.
We thank everybody for joining us, and we will see you next week. And we will throw in a few shorts here to kind of let everybody know what happened with the games coming up. And enjoy the week. See you all next week. Thanks, everybody.